Mama kabina kankulabe. Babi mubisomera wa. They have to establish presence here. Which one is this? Oh, they're what? Wow. They look, it's not a mondo. They look like,
Where you see them is where you stop.
they look like cheetahs.
Yeah?
They look like
people
cheetahs.
normally confuse them for leopards when they are young.
It's one. My mom has to find them. What's his name?
Landlord. Lyerinnya limumuyita.
Landlord. Oh wow. What a name.
This is a male.
Give me some pictures.
Bukambwe bwe bwamusozeeyo munda. What's his name? Landlord.
When you look close, they look like dogs.
They are cats.
Sorry, don't hold inside.
Thank God they are not here. Yeah, mtawane. Landlord? Landlord?
Do they eat?
These are very carnivorous. They're
Now, when you're rolling at it, you were rolling.
Any idea why he's called Landlord? He has no sponsor yet?
The pet name is most common here. When we were hand-raising him, it was based on the way he was sleeping. He could be sleeping on the back, legs facing up.
Ng'omugagga bw'aba.
But we are in touch with Sudhir. I think he wants to name him after one of his nephews, and he's proposing that we call him Ali.
Ali.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're most welcome to our lion den. Here at the Uganda Wildlife Conservation Education Center, we have 10 lions, which mostly have been produced from the Uganda Wildlife Conservation Education Center. So in there we have a young male called Landlord, who was born last year in around October. He's going to make 1 year soon. Landlord was born to Sophia in there, which I'll go to her later. So here at the Uganda Wildlife Conservation Education Center, these lions can be fed on average 8 kilograms of meat per day, averagely.
All of them?
It depends on, yes, all of them. It depends on the age, of course, they reduce, but average is 8 kilograms of meat per day. But in the wild, a huge male lion can eat from 7 to 15 kilograms in one sitting, and a female lion can eat from 7 to 9 kilograms in one sitting. So, Landlord is, yes, that's Landlord. In there we have Sophia.
Landlord. Landlord. Bye-bye. Sophia. Yasamanyorimba.
Okay, so here we have Sophia. She was brought in 2016 when she was very young. So she's a female. She's actually the mother to Landlord. So as I told you, she was brought in 2016 when she was very young. So now this is 2021.
That's
So
big.
she's 5 years.
A maximum of 5 years.
Maximum of 5 years. So Sophia she was not born here. That's why she's being separated. She's not yet into the pride. But there's a plan to integrate her. So now we are going to feed Sophia.
You're going to feed her? Isn't she very dangerous?
We're going to feed her from here.
Sophia, yes. So that is a sign that she's very hungry.
No. She just wants to display her teeth, so she's like, don't mess with me.
Atisa. Sophia tetutidde. Sophia. Come on, Sophie. You know, I've always thought it is supposed to be the males that look like this. Huh? And do what? No, she's very hungry. Oh, come on, Sophie.
Seen something.
Oh. Oh, you want me to what? So far, you don't want. What you want? Hey, look at the cubs. Wow. Lava mululu side here.
You want to open?
Don't open her, dear. How dare you?
How dare me? Let's not get the one minute.
Hey, auntie, you're going to open. Now open.
That's how we feed them.
What you want, Faji?
They are so protective of their prey.
He's trying to say it's mine. Get
After
yours.
securing their prey, they look at everything around as enemies because you want to take away back the meat.
So in all these 5 years, you have a baby in America.
Yes.
Or anybody you have
She has produced, no. She produced 3 pups, 3 cubs and 2 pups.
Oh no, only landlord survived.
Yeah.
What happened to the cubs?
She was a first-time mother, so when she produced, she had never produced before, so she left them. She left them, and like for a long time, so only one survived in that period of time. So it was because she produced at night. It was until the morning where the staff came and found the baby.
It's a
Female.
no. Which animal is it?
The Daiko.
Common duiker, common bush duiker.
It's an antelope.
Yeah.
Say.
Mommy, can I also carry her? Mommy, wait, no, me. I can't. Sanitize.
Yali ayagala nnyo ebisolo. We capture it from here.
Tokakuba wansi.
Tokagwa kiki. Support it from down.
It can't do it.
So it's having an afternoon walk. Eh. Shakawananga oli yeeyagala kati naye anywera ku bottle. Oh, these are the lions.
Yeah, the father to who landlord.
Nemuko.
Actually, these guys are the laziest animals.
Yet they are the kings.
Yeah, they sleep over 16 hours a day.
Shame on them. Look at Papa. He's so cute. This is the male?
Yeah, the other one is a male. The female, the whitish color is a male, and the brown one who has just checked on us is a female. We got them from South Africa in our zoo exchange programs. So we exchanged this pair of tigers with 25 monkeys. Yeah, zoos usually have exchange animals that may be too many for them and their facility perhaps could not support them. Also for some reasons like breeding. So we have zoos exchanging animals, and that's how we got these tigers.
So how come we didn't have any tigers here?
Yeah, so tigers, they don't occur anywhere naturally in the world in Africa. Yeah, so they are found in the Middle East, countries like Malaysia, India, and all that. That's where they occur.
Okay.
Yeah, in East Africa, trust me, at work, we are the only ones with tigers.
Okay. They also just imported them from somewhere else.
From a zoo. We do not have them anywhere.
Even in the wild?
In the wild. In Africa, we don't have any tiger in the wild.
Okay. So in Africa, we only have tigers in Uganda, Entebbe Zoo.
In East Africa. But in Africa, generally we have some other zoos in Ethiopia. We have some other zoos in South Africa, where important is.
Okay. The best shows I've got. This whole place.
Okay, you most welcome to our snake exhibit. Here we have the African rock python, which are the biggest pythons in the whole of Africa. And they're around, I think, the third or second biggest in the world, but in Africa, they are the biggest. So here, in there, we have around 3 pythons, and these pythons are fed according to the weather because they are cold-blooded. So during cold weather, they do not feed because their digestion is slow, but during hot weather, they are fed. But they can take around, they are fed not every day, they can be fed only after around 2 weeks. So these pythons here undergo a process called molting from time to time. The reason they molt is, molting is just the shedding off of the skin. As you can see, that python there is kind of pale. It's going to shed off that skin, and when they molt, their eyes become grayish color, milkish. So the reason they molt, they have many reasons: to grow first of all, and also parasites, to remove those parasites. And also, with that old skin, when they have that old skin, it's hard for them to feed because that skin is like holding them like a cloth. But when it has a new skin, it can elasticate and elongate. So during molting, they do not feed at all. They do not like to be handled. They don't move. They just stay in one place. So in there are around 3 pythons. This one here had an injury to its back. It was rescued when its tail had been chopped off a little bit. So they rescued it and they treated it here at the Wildlife Conservation Education Center, and then later on they saw it could not go back to the wild, so they decided to keep it here.
So you never get to know which one is male, which one is female?
They do actually. Sometimes they sex them and you can tell this is a male, this is a female.
So usually the males have the tails. So from experience you can tell. Like based on that size of the tail, I would say that that's a male.
Yes, it is.
Because the tail is that's the tails. So from experience you can tell. Like based on that size of the tail, I would say that that's a male.
Yes, it is. This is the black forest cobra. they are not very big, but they are very venomous. And they usually live in the forest areas.
They rarely come to places close to homes.
They can come there due to maybe food. You know, they feed on things like rats, like chicks. So maybe, let's say, if you have a chicken farm, they can come there because, you know, those feeds attract the rats. Here they feed them on small chicks. Yes.
So you just...
These Gabon vipers are a group to many viper families. There are so many vipers, but then here there are Gabon vipers which are very venomous, but they're actually very patient snakes. A Gabon viper will only bite you when that's the last option. And whenever you disturb them, they usually puff themselves up to look as if they are big. So that they'll first scare you away, they'll hiss, they'll produce a hissing sound to scare you off. Then if you don't listen to that, they'll puff themselves. After puffing themselves, after everything has refused, that's when they'll just go to the bite. But they rarely bite actually, but they are very venomous when they do. And as you can see the patterns on their body, they are very good at camouflage. They usually go at the bottom of the forest and they blend in with the leaves so that you walk and you don't see anything. And yeah, that's how actually they get their prey, by waiting. They can lie down in the grass and wait for actually hours and hours until a stray, let's say, rat or frog just comes and lands there.
Kale abeddira engonge taata wammwe ne jjajja mmwe wuuno mulina.
These are the otters, spotted-necked otters.
Spotted-necked.
Otters.
What does spotted-necked mean?
They have like 2 spots on their neck.
Oh.
That's why they are saying spotted-necked otters.
Oh God.
That is Lawrence Kadogo.
Lawrence. What inspired the Kadogo name?
I'm not sure, I also found it.
Kadogo. And Lawrence.
I'm sorry, Sheila.
They are the same type, both are now crocodiles. None of them was born here, they were both rescued. They spend most of their time in water, but at times they go out to land to bask. Bask is they just go and lay in the sun so that they can get the heat from the sun. Remember, they cannot produce their own heat. Their body cannot do that, so they use the heat from the sun to heat themselves. When they are too hot, they cannot become cold, they enter water. So that's how they regulate their body. If it's too hot, out of water, too cold, inside, too hot, inside water. So they cannot live without water, they cannot live without also outside. So they usually enter water, they again get out. So if they stay in water too long, they'll die. Not because they can't breathe, because they are too cold. And when they also stay outside water too long, they'll die because they are too hot. Snakes.
Wait, you feed them twice a month?
Approximately, yes. They are like snakes. During hot weather, digestion takes place. During cold weather, no digestion. You know, first of all, being here, they don't do a lot of swimming. They have it's a restricted place. They move around. So they don't need to eat a lot. Remember, the animal eats the amount of energy it needs. So being here, they don't need to eat a lot. So actually 2 months is very enough. So when the crocodile is hungry, naturally they would not attack humans naturally. But due to forced circumstances, let's say the prey is becoming less and less and less, they will have to go for the human meal or the cattle, because naturally, you see the so naturally they do not even attack cows or anything. But let's say a cow is in water and it's hungry, what will he do? Due to the forced circumstances, you have to take the food.
Go back.
Twala paka wo.
And it wasn't this pretty.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Tanzania.
On your left.
Kenya, Patawa. Kenya, India, Patawa.
Kugameno you sent.
Then we'll Kenya, Kuwait. Then we'll Kenya, Gaba.
Kenya.